skill and accepting my lack of the hair, and I want to try to update my skill. So, this is so. So after that, I built my mindset. It's not only about health but also self-development. Graduate Master of Communication, altered contradictive. How come? Hard of hearing, out of hearing can learn communication. Yes, I can. Nothing impossible. Nothing impossible. I did my career in multinational sector until have been building our organization, which is Disable Enterprise. Disable Enterprise empowering people with disability is social enterprise in employment service sector. If you can think about disability, it's not about a charity base. No, it's not about donation. I'm not accept your donation, but please, I'm your friend. Disability is our friend. How we can build inclusive environment start from us. It's from equal, not donation. And next. Now, Disable Enterprise recognized that there was no social enterprise for empowering disability, especially in economy generated in Indonesia. It was created to solve the problem. Disable Enterprise in winner Social Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernest and Young for community development. We proven ability to grow social business and has collaboration with private and public company in Indonesia. So next, our dream, empowering people with disability to be economic independent. More than disability is employer. In Indonesia, we have 21 million people with disability, which means 8% of total population Indonesia. It's so big. And many programs about disability. What the problem? The real problem is education. Many disability very not prosperous in education. It's a very big gap from people with disability and non-disability. So that it's very hard to people with disability get a job. No many space for people with disability to get a job, especially for company. Although Indonesia government has regulation, every company have to require hire people with disability around 2% for public company and 1% for government. 2% for government and 1% for public company. But what the problem, many companies still don't know what is regulation. Disable is to be solving problem. This our vision and mission want to help people with disability that get a job. Next. What's the air value? We have the employment service system. Where how we can get funding, we can collaborate with a company with corporate social responsibility division, and Disable Enterprise have our own training center, vocational training center. And the next, we have the application, but instead, because application digital is hard for me, but we can launch later. Next. What's the employment service for us? No many company have the system, but Disable build is. We really build recruitment, assessment, development, supervision, monitoring, evaluation, and database. When we recruit people with disability, it's not same like when company recruit non-disability. It's very different. When we do assessment, it's very different. For example, when we meet hard of hearing, so the HR can speak interview, say like, hi, what's your name? sorry, they cannot hear. But we have to send interpreter, or we have to slowly speak with deaf. If you want to hire blind, they cannot do psychotest. If you want to psychotest with operator, the blind cannot see anything. But we have to speak with them, and we can help to speak so they can hear what I say to them. It's very hard. So no many companies have the system, but disable enterprise very dare to how to make the system short trial and error. But this is very can improve cooperation. We can service headhunter, outsourcing, business partner internship. How about the business partner? We can do B2B. For right now, disabled enterprise is as the business partner for Gojek. You know Gojek? Nah, Gojek is online transportation, very popular in Indonesia. But Gojek have the sister company in Go Life, which is Go Massage, Go Clean, Go Auto. Nah, Go Massage is terapis. If Indonesia say tukang pijit naik derajat, ya, terapis massage. Ya. Car wash, Go Auto car wash. Cleaning service, Go cleaning service. Ya. Our data is when we do assessment, the result is 60% disability skill in vocational and 40% disability skill in professional. So mostly skill of disability, we everyday recruit, we everyday assess, we everyday treat to Gojek, to Go Life. For example, for blind get certificate for government to massage. It's not about a spa massage. It is about healthy massage. If you have edge, or the blind know when you have edge. The deaf people doing car wash. If the physically disability or one arm, you can cleaning service. And what the result is, our talent is very popular in the community, especially in Jakarta, very community. They always get appreciate from customer. Customer very satisfaction with their service. Although they cannot hear, they cannot see, but they do the best for their job. Next. This is the system. If company cannot do system, I will offer to them. So that disabled enterprise not only foundation. This is from foundation for 5 years. We doing almost 10 years. 5 years first we foundation. And we expansion to outsourcing company for placement people with disability as B2B. Why? We have to ask the business. This because people with disabilities under legality with another non-disability. Employment service B2B, dilindungi dengan hukum, apa sih?
Protected by the law. Yeah. Protected by the law to get the same facilities, equal facilities. And they should be respected because they are also tax paying. That's what we should remember.
Sorry, it's okay. It's broken, but it's okay. I can hear anything also. So next, this is our client. We do it collaboration with many company because we cannot be ourselves or my team self. So we can do collaborate with many private sector to make it program real. Now, we have the inclusive readiness workshop, we have disabled gas to office, we have sign language workshop. Sign language is very popular for right now. Everyone learning sign language. So we open this workshop for many people. And also we have the financial literacy training. Financial literacy training is very fun for people with disability. Why? When people with disability get the money, and after that, if they cannot maintain, so ini akan apa ya? Akan sama saja mereka tidak akan bisa mandiri. Jadi mereka harus mengelola keuangan kalau mau jadi kaya tanpa harus bergantung sama orang lain. Jadi makanya kelas literasi keuangan ini itu selalu rutin kita kasih ke mereka supaya mereka itu bisa menghargai uang. Jadi untuk mengubah mental block mereka yang tadinya mereka menjadi suka minta-minta dan mereka malah menjadi sering memberi. Our ten is benar-benar mandiri, very living independent. Mereka ada yang bisa punya rumah sendiri. They have their own house, atau blind. They have own motorcycle, they have own car, they can pay their child education, and they really very independent. So next. So we have the learning center. What we do? We have the call center training. Why call center? If you have the product of the bank, every product of the bank, and you have to call the call center, and you're very angry to customer service, but you don't know who is the behind in the call center. Who is the behind? And they are people with disability, blind people or wheelchair. They always believe hard to always service. Hi sir, I'm so sorry. Hi mom, I'm so sorry. Always say sorry every day. Ya, kita nggak ada yang pernah tahu kalau kita selalu marah-marah setiap hari sama customer service kita. The guy behind is people with disability. And our talent more than 5,000 in big call center in Jakarta. Ya, nah we have the training center. Why we have the training center? Because the demand is big. So every day we supply people with disability to company. Nah, we have the professional call center, social media training. If you doing Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, we have the own software. We can analyze software. Many people always angry, many people always complain the product, many people was always talking about hashtag. We can analyze with social media. So we always the social media training, and we have the administration training. Then how about vocational? We have cleaning service training, we have massage training, and car wash training. And next. Nah, the number of PWD in Indonesia 20 million and 74% unemployed and only 26% employed. So I have the video. The video how disabled do we collaborate with our client to support training program so we can placement them in GoLab. We can see this video next. Here I would like to saying for us, please to help people with disability to accepting their life and believe their skill, because everyone can living equal to achieve their hope. Let's spread the love, ignite the hope. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, so 3 very different, but I'm sure very informative and empowering inputs. So I'm going to pass on to Michiko to do the ritual of thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sengguan, and thank you all the speakers. Now I would like to present a token of appreciation to all keynote speakers. May I request Professor Northcott, Dr. Melanie, and Anki, please come forward. Yes, and I would like to request, presenting the tokens, Ajahn Wasana, Dr. Wasana, Dr. Chachawan, Dr. Ratchada from Chulalongkorn University, please come forward. Thank you very much once again for your very fresh perspectives and all the contributions. Okay, I'll now turn the microphone over to 3 facilitators of the public forum. Dr. Toshiyuki Doi, Senior Advisor of Mekong Watch, Mr. Ted Mayer, Academic Director of the Institute of Transformative Learning of the International Network for Engaged Buddhists, and Sengguan again for a quick overview and
Good morning, I'm Ted, and we have just about 15 more minutes of program, and you have been sitting a very long time. So I would like to ask you if you would please stand up. This will just take 2 minutes, please stand up. And please move your body somehow, okay? I will give you some suggestions, but I would just stretch a little bit, move, yeah? Please put your right hand up and shake it really hard, or as hard as you like. Shake your right hand, okay, right hand down, and put your left hand up and shake your left hand. Now both hands in the air, shaking your hands. Wonderful, it feels better, doesn't it? Now shake your right foot, if you can. Your right foot. Good, good. Shake your left foot. Shaking both feet will be difficult, so. But you could jump 1 time. Just jump. 2 times. Okay, very good. Now, please turn to someone you don't know. You might have to find them. And just shake their hand and say hello. Introduce yourself. Yeah. Hi, I don't know you. I'm Ted. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And you can sit down. And we do this because we know you will pay attention better to us after you've done this. And Paulista, is it? Yeah. Toshi or Paulista?
Hi everyone, I'm Paulista from Kota Kita. So I got a note from the facilitators that we are opening actually an online platform. So if you guys have any questions, you can go to Slido. Maybe some of you are familiar, but if you're not familiar yet, we think it's a rather simple process if you would like to participate, because it allows you to ask anonymously, and you just go to slido.com or slide.do, on your phone, on your laptop, tablet, anywhere. And for the opening plenary, the event code is #Civic Engagement Opening. So how it works with Slido, you just go to slido.com, and there's a space that allows you to click event code to participate in a certain chat room that is called Civic Engagement Opening. So once again, you got to ask anonymously, but please be respectful of each other. Just ask, of course, constructive questions, because it's a space for dialogues anyway, and we will try our best to address this by the end of the day. So enjoy the rest of the day. I will maybe return back to Toshi-san for further information. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to have this platform once again during the synthesis session at the end of the day, and also tomorrow during the Mayor's Symposium. By the way, my name is Toshi, representing Mekong Watch Japan and also Chulalongkorn University. Good to see you all. Welcome here. I got up this morning and started thinking about what clothes I'm gonna wear, because I want to be appropriate, right? So this is what I'm wearing, but after having listened to Melanie's talk, I realized that I happen to be wearing the rainbow kampung outfit. I hope it's not disturbing to you. But at least if you see me running around today, you can probably be reminded of the challenge that Kampung is facing. So that's going to be my role. Our challenge here is, the time now is 10:38 by my watch, and we're supposed to end this session at 10 o'clock. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but really the purpose of this, the next 15 minutes, is to familiarize all of you, perhaps further, with the concept of Civic Engagement 4.0. And I'll try to do it in two ways. One is to give you a bit of a historical context. And secondly, by going through some of the program today and tomorrow. Yeah? Okay, so if you have this booklet, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. I'll try to speak slowly and also shortly. You can look at pages 1 and 2, okay? And you can read it. I'm not gonna go through everything written here, but really this concept of Civic Engagement 4.0 started a couple of years ago when some of us in this room got together and started asking ourselves the question of, what can we really do to create a sustainable society in Southeast Asia or ASEAN? And to cut the very long story short, we realized that whatever sustainability might turn out to be, we really need two things. One is really active participant of citizens, which is all of us in this room, right? And also, we really need to change our behavior and the ways we think and use our imagination, you know, things like that, and also act in radical manners somehow. So we came up with these two key principles: civic engagement and also transformative learning. And we went through international and also local meetings for the past 2 years, and through the process, we came up with 4 themes, okay, which is written toward the end of the first page of this booklet, and I'll go through them quickly. Number 1, we cannot achieve sustainability only in terms of economy. We have to address a lot of other things: culture, social issues, spiritual issues, religious issues, and so on and so forth. So we think justice and dignity need to be addressed in a pursuit of sustainability. That's number one. Number two, we also need to recognize key roles played by young people. And here, of course, I'm not just talking about young people biologically, but I'm also talking about so-called the youth at heart, okay? And I'm really, really very happy to see so many young faces in this room today. Of course, I'm old enough, so just about everyone is younger than me. Okay, number three, we've been talking about a lot of specific issues, whether they are climate challenge, climate change, or migration, disaster, so on and so forth. However, many of these issues have to be addressed in urban contexts. And there, we have already gone through 3 plenary speakers. They all address urban issues because we know that Asian cities are really growing, and we know that cities have brought us some benefits, but at the same time, we are facing many challenges. So these challenges have to be addressed in urban context again. And for that, we are extremely lucky to be joined by some progressive mayors from Indonesia and elsewhere tomorrow. So we can continue to address these issues today for the rest of the day and also tomorrow. Number 4, civic engagement efforts need to make use of technological advancements, and you are already witnessing some of our attempts, such as the opening of a platform by Slido. At the same time, we also have to be cautious and be aware of possible risks and challenges that the technological advancement may bring up. Okay? To me, for example, one of the questions I really would like to address today and tomorrow would be, okay, in this age of very developed information technology, by which we can easily share information, okay? So then, what is the point of us increasing our carbon footprint and come all the way here and talk? To me, what is more important is communication, not just information sharing. Yeah? Because in terms of information sharing, you can just access the internet, and you can probably access even more organized and well-articulated information. But think about what is the point of us meeting here face to face and try to think about sustainability, justice, dignity, and whatnot. All right? And you can probably have a lot more intimate interactions in the parallel sessions today, especially. All right. So that's really all I have to say. The time is also limited, but with all these things that I have gone through very quickly in mind, and also think about the 3 presentations earlier, and you look at the theme of the meeting here, Civic Engagement 4.0, Justice, Dignity, and Sustainability, I hope it will start making more sense to you. And of course, nobody in this room has yet to know sorry, let me back up. After all, English is not my mother tongue. We still have to know what Civic Engagement 4.0 is. So we'll keep asking that question. Yeah? So don't feel like you have to know the answer now. Okay? That's something that we'll explore. Okay, and I'll just ask my colleagues, you want to say something? I'll do the housekeeping business.
No, I have nothing to say.
If you don't mind, I'll speak from the front. My name's Ted. I'm an anthropologist from the United States, but I was born and raised in India. I've lived in Bangkok, in Thailand for about 20 years, and I feel very much to be an inhabitant of Southeast Asia and committed to Southeast Asia. So I just want to share a few thoughts. I joined this group, group that finally, many groups actually who put together this conference. I joined a little bit late. There was some get-togethers in 2016 in Yogyakarta. And I just want to share what impressed me very briefly, I'll try to do it very briefly. The first was that the title, the key themes were civic engagement and transformative learning. So this was very interesting for me because I'm a teacher who believes that I am doing transformative learning almost my whole life, many, many years of teaching. And I always thought transformative learning was something that happened in the classroom. And I want to say a little bit more about that, but what I felt was somehow articulated in this group is that they were putting these terms together, civic engagement and transformative learning, meaning that we as a people, we as human beings can learn together how to solve global problems, how to solve city problems, how to solve regional problems, how to solve global problems. And that is a very exciting idea and very difficult to find. Even if you study social movement literature, it's a little difficult, but it's a very beautiful concept and absolutely true, I believe, that we have the chance to learn together. Okay? Secondly, the group was arguing that so they brought together people who were doing interesting and innovative projects, mostly in Southeast Asia, but also India, Japan, elsewhere. So the idea was, if we can learn together, we can share our successful projects and our failures, then as ASEAN becomes stronger and more real. That they're incredibly, highly intelligent. And if you don't mind, I want to speak to those of you who are young adults. You are highly intelligent, and what those IQ tests and AC tests, SAT tests, all those tests, or even your grades tell you is very superficial. And the degree of the crisis our world is facing means that your intelligence is needed. And your intelligence is different from mine, from each other. What you know, if you grew up in a remote village, what you know is different from what I know. And your intelligence is needed. The difficulty is that there are always obstacles to realizing our intelligence. For example, fear is an obstacle. If you are afraid to speak up, your intelligence is limited in some way. Okay? Even if you're a bit embarrassed or shy, there are many obstacles to our intelligence. So when I say transformative learning in the classroom, I mean my classroom is always about freeing our intelligence from the obstacles. And every classroom can do that. And then I want to say, okay, we apply that to each other in the society, right? If we really can learn together, we are then learning from each other and we're building on our intelligence. So I want to encourage you, especially if you're young, that this world is yours. And what you see a lot, I know, because I work with young adults all the time. You already understand so much, you see, but you have to say it. You have to tell someone what you see. You have to object if you disagree. You have a lot of power. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ted. Now the program on the pages starting from 6, 7, 8, and 9, and also some housekeeping because we will have to make some adjustments in the program. I think realistically speaking, we are finishing this session at 11, yeah? And the next one is, we have to take a group photo, and we also have to give you a break for tea, coffee, and snacks. So we can start the group photo session at 11. Is it okay, Michiko-san? Yeah, 11, yeah? And we can cut it into 20 minutes. Can you do it in 20 minutes? Okay?
And then when you
Okay, so musola or a prayer room is available at Sunan Hotel basement. Okay, I think that's it for me. So shall we go now for a group photo? It's a very, Nice. It's so good to see everyone coming. So we want to have a memory of this gathering with you all. So I'm inviting everyone to go to the lobby to have a group photo before we will go on a coffee break. And I shall remind you to not leave any belongings in the room. Okay? And of course, don't forget to sign up to join all the breakout sessions. We have 2 more parallels for the entire day. And okay, sorry, before everybody goes, one more important thing I just got from my colleague. For those who this morning did on-site registration, so those who haven't done registration through our Google form on the website, please go back to the registration booth because we need help to get your contact details. So for those who this morning did on-site registration, please go back to registration booth because we need your email. Thank you so much.